Hey guys, Mark LeBlanc here. Welcome back to my shop. Today I want to focus on the upgrade that I did to my dust collection system. A couple of months ago, my trusted dust collector basically vanished. It died. The motor wasn't running. After about a second or so of starting up, it would just trip the breaker and I just couldn't figure out how to get it started. There was no obstruction, the fan was turning, everything appeared to be alright, but the motor wouldn't run for more than a second. So that prompted me to upgrade. So I decided to buy another dust collector. This is a slightly bigger model. Instead of something like 500 or so cubic feet per minute, this thing does 825. So a significant upgrade in terms of power. The other big upgrade is, for those of you that might have remembered or might have seen that video, I had a Veritas Cyclone lid that goes on top of a garbage can, and that device actually worked really well for me, with the exception of one thing, and that's my planer, which is right here on the side. When the planer was running, the chips would just go straight into the dust collection bag. It just wasn't powerful enough, or wasn't good enough in terms of a Cyclone to be able to reduce the problem. So what I did is I found this. This is from Oneida. It is a slightly bigger Cyclone than what they have. It's called the, let me get the name here, the Dust Deputy, the Super Dust Deputy. So I got this. It comes with a canister. The canister I find is a little bit small. So you're going to be emptying it out a little bit more often. I would have preferred a slightly bigger canister, but you know what? For the price, this certainly was worth it. It certainly was a good thing. Now, I need to switch the camera angle around because I need to show you the third part of the system, and this is a big improvement from what I had before. So I used to have two air filters that were mounted to the ceiling of the shop, and I don't think you ever saw these, but I've got a couple of pictures, so I'll show you what they look like. And finding parts for these pieces was getting a little bit more difficult, and their effectiveness wasn't really great. Now, my plan was always to buy something like this, but I was thinking of buying it maybe in a year. And when I decided to upgrade my dust collection system, I also thought that this thing was quite necessary. This is made by, you get the name, by Wen. It's a 3-speed air filtration system. There's actually two filters. There's one of these, which is just a very small, about 1.5 to 2 inch. Actually, the exact measurement is in millimeters. It's 422 millimeters this way, 246 this way, and 45 in width. This is what they look like. This is what they look like when they're brand new. And this was the one that came with the unit before, and it ran for about 3 weeks before it started to clog up. That's how much dust is in the air here, and this is critical for your health. So if you see just how much dust this thing collected, even though there's only one unit, I'm really impressed with this. So I've ordered 2 new filters. I'm going to use obviously only one at a time. Really easy to install. You just want to make sure that you're pointing in the right direction. There's an arrow here in terms of the airflow, right? Put it in, a couple of clips, both on top and bottom, and there you go. This works with a remote control. And let me just put it on here. Compared to the other units, I mean, this does make some noise, don't get me wrong, but compared to the other units, this is significantly quieter than the other unit, with a significant upgrade in efficiency. Now let's put this to the test. I mentioned earlier that my Veritas wasn't working very well with the planer. So what I'm going to do now is I've got a couple of boards, one of maple, one of walnut, that I've planed on one face and also jointed on one edge. So I have a nice square corner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these two pieces through my planer, and we'll see how much chips are actually collected in the bag. Before I do that, let me show you what's in the bag right now. All right, I don't know if you can see this. The bag is completely empty with the exception of a little bit of fine dust on the bottom here. Let me just show you. right in this little corner. A little bit of fine dust. Now, I have not emptied this bag since I got the unit. I have emptied the Aneda Dust Deputy once. So this is as much fine dust or residue has been collected in the bag. So the Dust Deputy seems to be doing a really good job. But like I said, we're going to put it to the test. So let me get my planer set up. Let me get my boards going, and then we'll plane them, and then we'll see what the result is. I've already emptied. The Dust Deputy is about a third full, lots of wood chips, and this is the content of the bag. There's a few wood chips right here, very, very few, but other than that, it's the same fine dust that we had before, really nothing more. So clearly this is a much better product or much better solution than what I had before. In conclusion, I'm really happy with my purchase. The Dust Deputy is clearly a big upgrade. I've got more power on my dust collector, and my air filter, which is off camera right now, is clearly a better product or better solution than what I had before. So that begs the questions. This was the video that I did on the Veritas Cyclone lid. Is one of the most popular ones on my channel. So I'm not sure if I should keep it, but there's a big caveat, right? I had some good success with this, with the exception of the planer. Now you can see that with the planer, the Dust Deputy does a perfect job, or near perfect job. Would I still recommend this product? Yes, because of its price point, but I would put a big caveat that it's not ideal for all shops. If you have tools that produce a lot of chips, planer being one of them, then this is probably not going to cut it. But if you can afford a planer, you might be able to afford the Dust Deputy, which is about 3 or 4 times the price of this guy. Hope you like this video. Please hit that like button, put a comment, subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks again. Bye-bye.